it'd almost be unheard of now that someone from Hertfordshire would travel up to Basingstoke every day for 8:30 and then leave at 5:30 and probably get back at 7:30, whatever you were doing.
Yeah, it was a mad old journey.
It was a crazy journey. So was location thinking, actually, I quite like being in the local area, and it was a similar organisation?
Yeah, that was a key metric
Yeah.
at the time for me, because I felt I'd done the travelling and,
Yeah.
and it was fine. And then obviously in the particular sales role, you're travelling to and from work, and then you're doing your day's work, which is often travelling as well. So for me, it was a key reason to say that's got to be up there for me, it's an attraction for somewhere to move. So yes, it was a key thing for me. Like everybody, when you're looking for a role, what's important for you? Location was key for me at that point in time. Obviously, this day and age very different, but it was a key factor for wanting to find that right organisation for me, and location was big.
When you joined, I looked on your LinkedIn profile and it said major accounts, and then you also did marketing director, which is quite a different role. So talk me through that sort of job title. You were doing sales, looking after big customers, and marketing?
Yeah, I think it was more around the principle of joining the two up. So the sales function and the marketing function at that time, making sure that they're in harmony and they work together. Because for me, it was a case of they should be working together. It should be one thing. It should be one entity. And I think it's nothing more than that, than just making sure that the marketing and the business development activity went hand in hand with what the sales function and the sales teams were trying to do. So it was just trying to bring that together. That was the point of the move, and trying to make it link together.
A lot of companies struggle with that, and I hear companies sort of mention to me that the marketing department or the colouring in department or whatever they want to call it, they almost like take the piss out of it in some ways, and they don't see the value in it. How do you marry up a marketing department and a sales function when you think we're all on the same page and we're all going on the same journey? Because sometimes you can get into crossfire with those two departments.
Yeah, I think for me it comes even into a bigger point. Alignment, full stop, through any organisation, through CAE, is absolutely crucial. And I think it just plays into that part, whatever that happens to be. And sales and marketing, for me, like all departments really, should and have to be aligned, because, again, slightly different maybe whenever that was, 10, 15 years ago when I had that title. But this day and age, the importance of having a business development function aligned with marketing, aligned with how we're going and engaging with our customers, our prospects, in a coordinated, targeted manner and a personalised manner, is even more important than ever. So I think they do have to be hand in hand, and it's just about communication. It's just about putting a plan together. What's the approach? How do you want to do it? But get all the heads together, get everyone talking and communicating. Anyone can do it, I'm sure, and nothing's perfect, but I think the more you can get aligned and get working together, I think you're going to get better results, better experience.
Now today I'm lucky enough to be interviewing both of you.
Yeah.
You're first up into the hot seat, and I'm going to interview Justin afterwards. But before I got onto the show, Justin told me that they've had 3 management buyouts on this journey. Now you joined as an employee, didn't you?
Yep.
Talk me through your journey at CAE. So, because there's not going to be many people I know that have joined an employee and then suddenly become owner, part owner, wherever yourself. So talk me through that happen. You're obviously a successful salesperson. You got the job. How did this journey happen?
How's it all happened? Great question. I think first off, I'm very fortunate as well, right? And I think with the great surroundings I've had, working with Justin for pretty much all of my time, but a lot of 95% of his time at CAE. We've had a great partnership and we've worked together really well. So I think that plus the environment that I've had is a massive part of that. So I've been very lucky, and we've all been very fortunate around that. How's it happened? I think it comes down to, a lot of it's got to come down to the individual, right? Around who they are, what makes them tick, and what do they want to strive for. I know in some of your other casts you talk around, have you always wanted to be successful? Have you always had that, I want to be a CEO, or I want to be Master of the Universe? Have you always had that plan? I don't think that is the case for me at all. For me, it's more been around, I want to be successful. I naturally want to succeed and win and do the right thing. I think that's just part of me, I suppose, part of who I am. That then has to translate into the day-to-day. It has to translate into your work. Obviously, sales is very target and results driven, right? That's the nature of the beast. So working through that environment, but so a lot of it has come down to working hard, sticking to your ethics, making sure you deliver, all of those core things. I suppose then it's just been the journey that CAE has been on. We were in a location in Watford, and we were a Cisco Silver partner. The opportunity came to make that grow and make CAE become bigger, better, stronger, in all of the things that we are now and have worked towards today. And it has all been an evolution. And I suppose along the way, I've just played my part in as many of those areas to enable us to grow and become what CAE has become, from not just a Cisco partner, and not only a Cisco partner, the most successful Cisco partner in my eyes, in the UK and what we do, but other things as well, and other relationships and other innovations, and working with different sorts of clients that we would have probably never have dreamed of, 15 years ago. So I suppose it's just having that opportunity to just get stuck in, make it work, build on the successes, hit those milestones, and just keep going, be consistent, provide stability, try and be inspirational when you can, but just do what you want to do and lead by example. That's what I'm looking for. Lead by example. That's a massive thing for me.
So when that opportunity comes up, you're an employee, you're obviously doing well, you're obviously doing sales, maybe you're doing marketing, whatever time it was. How does the opportunity come up when suddenly it's like, actually there could be a management buyout, or I could be involved in that? Talk me through that sort of thought process. Because one day you're obviously thinking as an employee, I don't know, you're doing well, and then suddenly you get an opportunity. I could be part of something.
It's a great point, and even that thing like a transition from employee to business owner, that's a massive mindset change. That's a massive mind shift, and it's. Again,
because if it goes wrong, they're blaming you from now on, aren't they?
Absolutely, and some of that personal responsibility, it's not that you didn't have it before, because a lot of people in what they do in their roles, you feel pressure, especially in a smaller organisation, and as it grows, you have that responsibility, you feel that responsibility. But I think the thing that's rang true throughout that time is I always just grab the opportunity, and because I view it as, why not? Life's too short. Take that opportunity and give it your best shot. I suppose you can then start going into things like, well, what's your own self-confidence? How comfortable are you with that? But for me, it was take the opportunity. Life's too short, and make it something, make it work. And I suppose that's the essence of all of it through that journey. Because as Justin has told you, it's been a great journey.
Yeah, absolutely. I love your mission on your LinkedIn profile. For people who haven't seen this, you say that you want to help build the most people-focused technology, infrastructure and solutions provider in the UK. For the listeners, what does that actually mean, and how are you trying to plan to achieve that?
Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? I don't know.
You're on the spot now, Richard.
Yeah, we may never get there. I think it's an infinite journey. I think it's lots of things. I think people at the heart of everything, right? Without our people, without what we have at CAE, and they are fantastic people at CAE, that means you can't do anything anyway. So a lot of that starts from the people we have and the culture that we breed and facilitate. I think all of those elements really sum up to be the best place it can possibly be to work in our world, in the channel. Giving technology to our clients, public, private sector, charity, whatever it happens to be, making a difference. So I think that's really what it is. It's summing it up that we just want CAE to be the best possible place that it can possibly be for our people to work at, for our partners, our customers to be engaged with, and us to make a difference. And I think really that's all that really is. It's trying to make it in all those different areas as good as we can possibly be. And there's still stuff we can do, right? Nobody's perfect.
And